Welcome to Dasco.
Hi there, my name is Josie. I'm the graphics lead at Dasco Label, and I'm here to show you how to take the guesswork out of creating logos on the EBS-250 by using a little trick I found in Adobe Photoshop. So the first thing you'll want to do is drag and drop your logo into Adobe Photoshop. For clarity's sake, if you're comfortable doing this, if the logo has an invisible background, which means you're seeing that checkerboard there, you can add a new layer, drag it behind the current layer, and then fill that with white just to give that a little clarity. Next, go to image size, and you're going to want to resize that to have a width of 60. Now, if your logo was taller than it was wide, you would want to change the height instead to be 16. The reason for that is that the bitmap editor grid is 16 by 60, so you'll want to go with whatever the maximum size is to make sure your logo fits. So next you'll select resample nearest neighbor. Nearest neighbor makes sure that you can just see all of the pixels really clearly, which is what's going to help you convert that in the bitmap editor. So then you'll click OK. Zoom in and you can see that that's already kind of resembling the editor in the EBS-250. Finally, you'll select Edit, Convert to Profile, and you're going to select black and white. Black and white will change that image to just entirely black and white. Any pixel that has any color will be changed to black, so you can see very clearly where you'll need to draw. Some logos can have very subtle changes, so this is helpful in that way. So now you essentially have your guide image. So what you'll do is bring up the 250 editor, bring up that bitmap editor, and just lay it over the Photoshop image you created. I'm even going to make my Photoshop image a little bit smaller just so that it lines up really well with the grid. There we go. That's perfect. So I'll lay that over top. And then you can use this as your guideline to draw. You can count the pixels really easily and line them up with the dots on the bitmap editor grid. One thing I did learn when I was recreating the Dasco logo was that you probably want to start from either end. So make the first letter of your logo and the last letter of your logo first. And that way, if you make any mistakes, like you add one extra row of pixels, you'll catch it a little bit earlier. The first time I made the Dasco logo, I added an extra line in the D, and then I didn't have an extra line when I got to the end at the O. So starting from both ends kind of helps you catch those errors a little more quickly without having to recreate the entire logo. So, but yeah, if you're checking with the grid in Photoshop pretty regularly, that shouldn't even happen. Now, this process takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete when you're in the drawing stage. If you were to draw the same logo freehand, it would take about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, depending on how complex your logo is. So this technique is definitely a time saver. After 7 minutes, you have a completed logo, and that's the trick to drawing without guesswork in the EBS-250 bitmap editor.
Thanks for watching. If you don't see what you need here, give us a call at Dasco. We're here to provide solutions that meet your needs. 800-927-7701 or contact us at dasco.com.